Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Jude's kitchen.
This is my kitchen.
Yeah. Definitely his kitchen.
I bought it with V-Bucks.
We got soup.
Each of us, basically, in 5 rounds, get one weird ingredient, whether it be like Flintstones gummies or
Pickled eggs.
pegs, if you will. And we have to compete against each other. Our cameraman, who you can't see because he's holding the camera and that's how things work, will be determining which one of us wins.
All right, I go first. That's not soup, that's cranberry sauce. You thought it was soup. Bamboozled again. So I get to spin for him first. All right, Jude, looks like your first ingredient.
I got pegs right off the bat.
Yeah, you sure did.
God is not on my side today.
No, absolutely not. God is gone. Ooh.
Okay, you get anchovies.
Which can only mean great things. So we're gonna roll this to choose the soup.
Put the numbers right here above.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. So we got broccoli cheese soup.
Well, any hope of Cheez-Its working with anything is gone now.
Basically, yeah.
I guess it'll be on you to get started since you got to pick first, so you get to cook first.
Fair enough.
We're gonna use the microwave because it's Microwave Society and we've used the microwave one time in a video. Once!
Gotta shake up the soup so it's nice and soup. Heck yeah, I need a bowl. We got bowls. I'm gonna use the fancy bowl because this is worthy of a fancy bowl.
Is it?
No, it's really not. Okay, this actually looks good though. I love broccoli cheddar soup. That sure is soup.
That was nice.
You need me a spoon. Mixed soup plus 1 can of milk. Do you even have milk? We have almond milk.
That's fine. It's a little old.
That's a month old. Okay, it didn't sound like it had any chunks in it.
All right, we're using it.
We got 1 can of almond milk.
Does it mean to reuse the actual can?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Get another can? Oh, this looks so appetizing. Look at this. This looks so good. I would eat this right now. It's time for this to go in the microwave. 3.5 minutes. Well, in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, I got my anchovies here. I think in order for it to mix with the soup a little better, we're gonna use our definitely not sponsored magic bullet. So we're just gonna, ooh, yeah, listen to that. I gotta get all of them in there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Look how appetizing that is. Doesn't that look good? Don't you want to eat all that right now, Jude? I bet you do. You're just not gonna say it. Honestly, it's not that bad. I would probably eat this whole thing.
Every single time the blender goes off, Crab Rave will play.
Man, look at them go. So you can tell it's working because all the guts are flying up on the top of the bottle. I don't know. I don't think it's blended enough. Glad your magic bullet smells like fire.
It's because you left it running that long with like anchovies in it. Hi, I'm back on set. Ugh.
Tastes like soup.
Does it?
No,
What does it taste like?
not soup. How's that smell? Does my anchovy smell good? Oh, Jude, what's wrong, buddy?
Maybe add a little bit of water to it.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should add a little bit of water to it. We're gonna blend this up a little more. Much better. Look at that.
That's so much darker than the rest of the soup.
Oh, it is an entirely different shade. People eat those things on pizza. No, you do not. We're in the market for a new camera guy, so hit us up, www.
877 cash now.
Where are your seasonings/spices? In here? All right. You really like your Italian sneezing, don't you? Do you still have the mayo chup from the Big Mac video?
You know, I didn't keep that.
Shout out to the mayo chup that I used in the Big Mac video. Go watch that. A little bit of parsley in here, some basil leaves. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to help the fact that there's dead fish in this soup. Well, I think that's about the best it's gonna get. Round 1 complete for me. What, you're not excited, Jude?
I have to make soup out of pickled eggs. Great for camping and picnics, so.
Oh my God. Oh, there it comes.
That's so disgusting. I totally don't open my fridge like that on a regular basis.
Ooh, look at it mix.
Yeah, it mixed so much.
It sure did.
Look at how it's 4 different colors at any given time.
It's a calico. All right, look at that. You made soup. Oh, see, they are pink. I told you.
Okay.
That's never being opened again.
My eyes are watering a little bit from that smell. My protein shake, Dad.
It's your pre-workout, my guy.
Oh, this is post workout.
It deserves a fancy bowl.
No, there's not a chunk left in this soup.
Well, to be fair, it's soup.
It's not soup anymore. It's broth. These pink flakes in here look great.
Yeah, it's like confetti congratulating you on using a pickled egg. What you have done has made God very angry. Oh, wow.
How about that?
All right.
We're gonna force Thomas to try each one of them and decide which one,
They both look gross.
Don't worry about how it looks.
or how it smells, or even how it tastes.
What were you going for here? Like smooth texture, lumpy texture?
Very smooth. It's like a broth.
Actually, that's pretty nice. Good depth of flavour, isn't it? I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Anchovies smell really nice.
That's because you eat anchovies, you monster.
Yeah, it's really nice. Eat the whole thing. So what consistency were you going for with this?
This is definitely more of a chowder consistency.
Got good spices. I like the spices in this one. It's a lot better than whatever this was. Very, very bland flavour. No real spice or anything. The problem you've got really is it's overwhelmed by the anchovies.
It really is.
A lot less anchovies. You might have a winner there, but it's I'm trying to get a chunk, but I can't. I don't really want a chunk. So on that alone, really, I'm gonna have to give this one the winner of this round.
Heck yeah. Good job, Jude.
All right, on to the next one.
It is time for round 2. I went first last round, so we'll let Jude go first this time.
Ignore this result because actually, you know what?
No, don't ignore it.
I got a little ahead of myself, but we got cranberry sauce.
So I got cranberry sauce.
Okay.
Oh, Jude. You got the Flintstone vitamins. 2. 1, 2.
Is that Paw Patrol?
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol and Flintstones.
Yes.
What a combination. This one's kind of gross.
Yeah?
This stinks so bad. Bren, come over here and tell me what this smells like.
Dogs. Yeah, literally.
It smells like dog food.
It smells like wet dog food specifically.
Why does it smell like dog?
Because it's made of dog.
Wow, this looks like it needs lots of water.
You know, can I have a Flintstone vitamin gummy? I feel like I need one.
You probably do.
I mean, to be fair, I've been neglecting my Flintstone gummies for about 18 years now.
1 can of water. I don't know why this needs any more water than it has. Put like 16 in here. Okay.
According to the FDA, you're only allowed to have 2 of these, so you have to use only 2 in there.
My entire house is shaking currently, so if you hear a rumble, it's once again God being mad.
Oh, sorry. Why did it turn that color?
Noodle. That's so disgusting. Oh my God. We're just gonna...
The key to making good soup with really bad ingredients is seasoning enough to where you can't taste it.
Look at this. I'm adding cumin too because I don't know what I'm doing. It'll all get sturdy in there.
Oh, you didn't cover it up, did you?
Yeah, and I heard it go. Yeah, Bren, it's your turn.
Cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this. Crisp. You know, cranberry sauce, crisp.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Here, that's a bit much. Plop that right in there. Hope for the best. It's the money shot right here. The money shot right here. Yeah, you see, God really doesn't want us to do this right now. He's trying to stop us every way he can. It has a head.
Yeah, why does it have that? I barely even smell the cranberry.
You can definitely see it though. Some catnip in there.
I just want to put a special thanks out there to Electric for really supporting us during this recording, you know, with their really good power lines.
I feel like I'm in hazmat. Ooh, look at that. Nice little island of spice.
Spyland device.
Spice.
So what do you have here?
This is chicken soup and nothing else whatsoever. I promise.
I like the spices you've added in.
Oh, thank you. Was that sarcasm, Thomas?
It's more water in it than soup at this point. It's more of a broth. Problem is you haven't got any consistency. They're trying to get a good bite here, but there's no bite to it, so. That's disgusting. Yeah. It's not just the flavour, it's the actual consistency, the bittiness of it. Makes it's really want to just throw it away.
It's so bad.
I don't even understand how you can have like chicken bits. Is it even real chicken?
No, it's Campbell's. What do you think?
But I mean, like, what am I eating? Just like a bit of chicken eye or something that's been like ground up.
Yeah, it's not real.
So let's hope you can pull off a better than whatever this wet thing was.
It's chicken water.
Go through your process of...
My process, okay, well, so I put some cranberries in chicken noodle soup and called it a day.
Actually tastes nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's good, and I'm mad that it's good.
I am too, I'm confused.
I can't describe how different these taste.
Well, one of them tastes like a Flintstones vitamin and dog food, and the other one tastes like soup. Yeah.
We have a winner for this round. Bren's Cranberry Deluxe with chicken spice.
Heck yeah. All right.
That was round 2. We're 1-1 right now. It's best out of 5. If our power goes out and everything goes off, Thomas will decide a winner or we'll fight to the death. One of the two.
All right, so I guess it's my turn to go first.
Yep.
And looks like you get marshmallows.
I'm not winning today.
We'll see.
I hope you get dots.
Oh God, I hope not.
If I get dots the next round, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, pickle juice.
Okay.
4. That's French onion.
French onion with pickles.
It does actually sound really
You
good.
sweep me on these next 2. I'm done. With the exception of, you know, raw fish, you have gotten lucky the last 2.
Ooh, this smells good.
Me this morning.
Half a can of water and then half a can of pickle juice.
Might be a lot of pickle juice, but
I don't feel like that's enough. Pickle juice. That was barely any pickle
I
juice.
feel like you're gonna know.
We'll put 2 pickles in there, and one of them is very small. All right, time to blend. That drastically changed color.
Wow, it has a head on it once again.
Looks like coffee. It's just heavily creamed coffee. Look at that.
Why is it fizzy? It's making a fizzy sound.
Yeah, it doesn't smell good at all. Oh, it smells so
No,
bad.
that's not good,
You
dude.
may have ruined your onion soup.
No, I still have to put marshmallows in that. It's fizzing and it smells bad. What did you make, Bren? What did you make?
Soup.
No,
I made soup.
that's water, Bren.
This is no, that's thicker than water.
No.
You know what they say? Soup is thicker than water.
Yeah, that's why it's soup and not water.
All right, into the microwave it goes. This is probably going to explode a lot. We'll come back and see how it is.
Oh my god. If someone who works for Rode watches our videos, don't. I hate you.
I didn't actually sneeze on you.
I'm aware.
Oh, good. It got even darker.
That's disgusting.
It sure is. It's like foamy.
Brendan, it's fizzing.
No, it's just bubbly.
You know what fizzy
I know,
means?
no. See, fizzy and bubbly are 2 different things.
Elaborate.
There's mine.
That's bad. Okay.
Yeah, it smells terrible.
Oh wow, look at the can. It's a can.
How many marshmallows are you going to use?
7. These are so soft. Spilled it all over my iPad. That was awful. I'm gonna just go ahead and cook mine. I didn't end up blending mine because I feel like the brothy texture has made me lose. You know, that's what made me lose, not the Flintstones taste. But 4 total marshmallows.
Are you going to season it?
You know, that would probably be a smart idea. All right, hopefully it doesn't taste overwhelmingly like a marshmallow.
Or an onion.
Well, cool. You know, that's a good start. It didn't explode. There's something wrong with this soup.
Explain to me what you've done.
So I put pickle juice in it and a couple little pieces of pickle. So it's a little pickly.
The thing with French onion soup is it's got to have onions in it. There's no onions in it.
Yeah, I feel like blending it might have taken a little bit of...
yeah, you may have blended it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing I've had in the world.
But I've definitely had better.
Definitely. Hi, Jude.
Hi.
So which one is it? Well, you know which one's yours.
Yeah, I mean, you just had that one, so.
Talk me through your thought process here, then.
So you know hot chocolate, right?
Yes.
But onions.
Onions. Now,
Yeah.
that is an interesting
Yes.
variation on the common chocolate hot. But is it going to actually be edible?
You know, that's up to you, man. There's a lot more onions, which you complained about in the last one.
You can't get any marshmallow. But it's definitely sweeter. If you were trying to go for a sweeter soup, we could have added more. But then again, I can't taste the marshmallows, but I'm going to have to go for Jude's one just because it's better consistency and it tastes a little bit nicer.
Okay, it's now 2-1. The drama is dramatic. At this point, you have seen at least 2 mid-roll ads.
I'm feeling good about these. I just hope I don't get dots. If I get dots, this game is over.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh wait, that's not dots.
You got spam.
I love spam.
I know you do. In addition to the Cheez-Its, I'm pretty sure you considered getting another spam just to eat.
I did. I thought about it for about 2 seconds before I realized I really shouldn't do that. Let's see what Jude gets. I think you're safe. Yep, you're safe. You got Cheez-Its. Ooh, bean with bacon. Well, you're up first. So.
All right. Oh, wow, look at this. It's all beans. I do not want to grind up this part of it because the texture of this I feel like is going to be so important.
Don't fling beans all over your iPad. I don't know why we've kept the iPad on the table the whole
War
time.
casualties are funny.
Okay.
I have a plan. I can't just put the Cheetos in there by themselves because then that would just like burn up my bullet blender. So if I have to put water in this, I might as well make it Cheeto water. What does it look like? Every third grader's water bottle?
It sure does.
They like spit back into their water for no reason. This is my daily workout supplement.
Cheez-It water?
Well, actually, it's bean Cheez-It water.
Beez-It water. Why is it that color? Oh, it's so gross. That is just like an orange shake now. Not gonna lie to you, Chief. That looks really bad.
I drained it just a little bit because it needed it bad. See, I'm trying to make it good, guys. I'm already not really a fan of what this is because it's not just gonna taste like I put cheese in this soup. It's gonna taste like toasted and weird in that way. So it's your turn.
All right. I like beans and bacon and soup. I also like Spam, so this shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, look at that. This is more of like just beans with bacon in it. I don't think it's soup. Not gonna lie. That's already not good. I hate that when you pour the water on it, it doesn't move.
This is like an aquarium for beans.
You know what's not gross though?
Voting.
Spam. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get all like chefy in here. And then I can just make little cubes. Take these and just kind of plop them on in there. And lay a little bit of salt and pepper. Try and mix it up a little bit.
No, leave it exactly how it was.
Definitely doesn't look like a 4-year-old threw up in a bowl. Into the microwave oven you go. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look bad.
Mine is more like a chili. I forgot to season it.
Oh no.
Hello there.
So, talk me through your crackers and beans.
Essentially, I didn't want to just leave you entire Cheez-It crackers in a soup. They're very ground up to basically almost be a cheese sauce. Problematically, there's a lacking of salt. So
Didn't season the soup.
I forgot to season the soup.
Amateur.
You're right, I don't do this for a living. Actually, I'm doing this for a living right now.
It's good consistency.
Very
smells
chilly.
terrible.
Everything Campbell's has made today smells awful.
I don't think that's unsalty.
Really?
No, pepper could have been nice. Not as bad as I was expecting. I think the Cheez-Its, they had a lot of salt in them as well. So it's not as bad as you guys are making out. I think it's actually pretty decent. Alrighty then, Mr. Bren, what have you got here?
So we got beans, bacon, carrots, and Spam. And I actually did season this.
You see, funny enough, I think this has less salt than this one.
Really?
Maybe I'm just completely on whack.
Maybe I just don't have taste buds anymore, I don't
To be
know.
fair, we both had really, really salty ingredients to work with.
Saltiness coming from the Spam. That's actually not bad. Yeah, it's beans and bacon, and you just basically added a larger piece of bacon that's not fake in it, so it was a good choice, I think. So I have to go with this one, even though I do still like this one.
We're all tied up now. It's 2-2.
Last round, it's sudden death.
Thomas has chosen a soup for us. Tomato alphabet soup.
We need to spin for the next ingredient. It's between Dots and mac and cheese flamin' hot Cheeto dust.
We both have to use the same one.
We are going to be racing each other. We have 3 minutes.
I do not want to use dots.
I don't want to use Dots either.
Oh, thank God. No dots. No dots.
Perfect.
Get out of here.
Go.
Oh, no fair. I don't have nails. There we go.
I don't either. I chew mine off.
Yep, this smells like Chef Boyardee.
It looks like Chef Boyardee. Can the rest of this get out, please?
No.
There we go.
Where's the flavor bag? There it is. My cap fell in my can. Good evening.
Morning, sir. Oh no. How does this open?
Just tear it.
Is there a perforated part?
Yeah. Wow, those sure are scissors.
I think it's literally the package is that rough.
There you go. God, that's disgusting looking.
Yeah, that's such a fake looking color. It's not even fun.
Oh, it smells so bad.
So 1 minute left.
Oh my god, that's like...
Gotta be over by the microwave in 35 seconds. Already we're seeing a slight difference here. Look at this. 15 seconds. Jude's off.
It looks like I put blood all over this board.
It really does. Oh, wow.
We did it. 5th round. He made pea soup. It's funny.
I did make pea soup. It is very objectively funny.
It all comes down to this.
Which one's yours, Sanji?
Mine would be on the left.
Good. Well, let's have a look on the bowl. First things first, I talk about, presentation. So when we present soup, we want to make sure it's in the center of the mat. See, it's already a bit better.
That one's a little off center.
Well, yours was more. But yeah, presentation, I'll give you a good solid 6.
That's what most women say.
I like the consistency. It's a lot more tomato soupy than I thought it was going to be. So talk me through your spices combination, because you went a bit differently to Bren.
I threw in crushed red pepper. I figured if it's going to be spicy, I don't know. You go to a Olive Garden and there's going to be a crushed red pepper.
I like the bite to that. Pasta's cooked perfectly and you've got that bite. And the chili comes afterwards, which is a nice presentation. Could do with some work, but we got there eventually, didn't we? So good job. I'll let you know how you do. I assume this is your soup.
It sure is.
You want to talk me through your presentation? I mean, your presentation looks good. Your mat's a lot cleaner than Jude's as well. I just pointed that out. Look at, oh dear.
Yeah, that's
Now you see, that would have been a 10.
Oh, it is a 10 though. Right there. Look at it.
Yes, so good presentation. Again, a spoon shouldn't be in the bowl if you're serving soup, really. So talk me through your flavor consistencies.
So I don't think mine is nearly as spicy as his because he used the crushed red pepper. I did not use the crushed red pepper.
Basil and tomato go really well together, so I'm hoping you added a lot of that and pick that out amongst the other 100 spices that you add. That is still pretty spicy. So, do you know what? I'll just to double check this one again. You know what though? I'm afraid to say, Jude, that one does have a little bit of a weird flavour. I don't know what it is. It's just slightly off-putting. And as you said, do you know what's making it sweeter? It's the basil. It's the basil that makes it sweeter. So on that, I'm going to have to give it to Bren. So congratulations.
Thank you. Good game. I'm sure that doesn't look weird at all.
All right. After a while, we're done. We're tired. Bren won. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Some of the soups we made were actually really good.
And some of them
Were the first round. Leave us comments about what you think we could cook next.
have a day.